Hey guys, welcome to Manasana, the introductory course. This is the first module in Milestone 1. So to begin with, we're going to come down onto our backs in what we call constructive rest. The ankles are directly underneath the knees, and we're just going to recline back onto the mat. We're going to keep the palms flipped up for this, and just lie here for a second and begin to notice the breath. Notice the inhales and the exhales. Don't try to change the breath. Just notice it, be an observer. We're just getting used to the mat and the practice. You can start to feel the sensation of your body on the mat, the back of your head, shoulders, back of the arms, hips, soles of the feet. And just allow the body to sink into the mat. And continue to inhale and exhale and just observe the breath. Now, in the next inhale, bring the right knee into the chest. Hold on to the shin. You can hold on to the hamstring if you want to as well. That's fine. I like to hold on to my shin. We're going to flex the foot. Instead of pointing it, we're going to flex it and pull the knee in. We're going to pull it all the way back as far as we can. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Take an inhale here, pull the knee in, and on the exhale, release it back down. Inhale the left knee into the chest, hold on to the shin or the hamstring, either one, flex the foot, and breathe here. Pulling the knee into the chest as much as possible. And breathe. And release it back down on the exhale. Take an inhale, bring the right knee back into the chest and take the right ankle and cross it over the left knee. And what we're going to do is we're just going to start rotating the ankles here. We're just going to kind of warm them up a little bit. So rotate the ankle in one direction. Continue to breathe. Don't hold your breath. And then go in the opposite direction. And if you hear some little crackles, that's okay. Just it's lubricating that joint there, so everybody has a little bit of that. Okay, flex the foot, take an inhale, bring the knee back into the chest, exhale, release down. Inhale, bring the left knee into the chest, cross the left ankle over the right knee, and then begin some ankle rotations on this side as well. If you feel your feet are cramping up, just stop for a minute and just massage them a little on the arch, okay? But if not, just keep rotating the ankle in one direction. Breathe. And then take that ankle in the opposite direction. Take an inhale, bring the knee into the chest. Exhale, release back down. We're going to do the same thing again, but we're going to do something different instead of the ankle rolls. Take an inhale, bring the knee into the chest. Cross the right ankle over the left knee, and then push the thigh away from you. Push it away. And just hold it there. Flex the foot. And then what you're going to do next is reach through the legs, and you're going to take a hold of the left thigh. And as you do, just pull that towards you a little bit. Stay right here, and then make that left leg parallel with the mat there. You see how I'm doing that? And I'm flexing this foot here, okay? So we're just going to stay right here. This is called flipped pigeon. And you're going to feel some stretch here through the right hamstring. We really want that. We're warming up, so that's good. You might feel a little tension through the quad of the left. And continue to breathe. Take an inhale here. Exhale, release both of the feet back down to the mat. Inhale, bring the left knee back into the chest. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Press the left thigh away. And don't put too much tension on the knee. Don't press the knee and don't press the leg so far down that you feel tension on the knee. We never want to feel tension on the knee. Reach through the legs, grab a hold of the right hamstring, make that right leg parallel with the floor, and breathe. And again, you're going to feel some stretch through the hamstring of the left side here, and maybe a little bit in the quad on the right here. And just stay here and breathe. And be conscious of the shoulders not rounding up. Just let the shoulders fall back. Just relax into it. Breathe. Take an inhale here, and exhale, release everything back down to the mat. Take an inhale and take the right leg out in front. Take another inhale, lift the leg away from the mat, and then put the back of the knee on top of the left knee over here. Okay? So now you're just kind of like having a stretch here. And what I want you to do is, I want you to, you can't see that so well, but I want you to point and flex, but with a straight leg, okay? So point and flex and point and flex. Just keep doing that a few times. And now flex the foot and really push the heel away. Push it away, push it away, push it away. Take an inhale here. Exhale, release the right leg back down. Inhale, bring the left knee into the chest. Take the back of the left knee over the right knee. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to point and flex and point and flex, point and flex, and so on. Point and flex. Remember to breathe. And then flex the foot, push through the heel. Push, push, push. You're going to feel that all through here. Push through the heel. Breathe. Take an inhale here. Exhale, release the leg back down. Now, bring the left arm up overhead, and I just want you to roll over into your left side this time. We usually roll over into our right side, but for the sake of filming this for you, I just want to roll over into this side so my back isn't to you. And we're just going to stay here for a second and come to our breath. And we're just going to thank ourselves, show some gratitude for starting our yoga practice. And this is the very first one, and we're going to do this daily. It takes only about 20 minutes a day, and we're just going to be conscious of our breath and breathe for a few minutes, or a few seconds actually. And then using the strength of both your arms, lift yourself up. And we're going to come into what we call tabletop position. So tabletop is basically all fours. So the wrists are directly underneath the shoulders. Knees are directly underneath the hips. And we're just going to find a nice neutral spine here. So we're not arching it. We're not flexing it yet. We're just finding a nice neutral spine here, okay? Looking down at the mat, maybe about 2 feet or so ahead. And what we're going to do here is called cat-cow. So on the inhale, I'm going to start to arch my back, and as I arch my back, the head's going to come last. So the head comes up, and as I exhale, I start to arch the back, and the head comes down. It's the last thing to come, and it comes down between the arms by the ears. Inhale forward, coming into cow. Exhale back, coming into cat. Inhale forward, cow. Exhale back, cat. This is really great for the spine. It really lubes it up. Inhale forward into cow. Come back into cat. Do this a few times. Do it on the breath. Do it at your own pace. You don't have to do the same pace I'm doing. It could be a different pace, slower or faster. Just make sure you're doing it on the breath. Inhale forward. Exhale, release back. Come back to neutral spine. Now the next thing I want you to do is I want you to take the left arm out in front, and I want you to take it underneath. And when you take it underneath, you're going to bring yourself down on your right elbow, and you're going to come all the way down on your shoulder. Be sure you're not on your neck. If you're on your neck, then it's going to put a lot of pressure on that. So what we want to do is maybe put a hand underneath there, or not go all the way down. Okay, but we want to kind of come on the shoulder here. And breathe. Another breath. Take an inhale. Bring yourself all the way back up in the tabletop. Take the other arm out to the other side. Lace it underneath, coming down onto the other side. And breathe. So here's what I'm talking about here. You can sit on the other side, but you can put your hand under your head here if that's helpful. But we really don't want to put any pressure directly on the head. So we'll want to put it on the elbow here. So If you feel pressure on the head, then don't do this pose. Just kind of stay in tabletop and do some more cat-cows, okay, until you can feel more comfortable with this. Stay here and breathe. Take an inhale, come all the way back up. Now we're going to come back into tabletop, and I want you to take the right hand and take it out in front and tent the fingers. And then you're going to take the left ball of the foot back and press through that. So just press through the heel here. Press through, press through, press through. Say that 3 times fast. And now I want you to take the right arm and lift it away from the mat. So we're just going to lift the arm away from the mat. And the hand's going to face in. The palm of the hand is going to face in towards your body. Okay? Now you stay here, or you take that left leg, and lift it away. So we come into what we're calling a spinal balance here. Now, if you can't do both and you start to wobble over, you can do either one. So you keep the hand on the mat, you lift the leg away. Or keep the foot on the mat, lift the arm away. Or both. This is our first balance pose. You want a nice straight line. Reach through the wrist, reach through the heel. Take an inhale here, exhale, release all the way back down. Again, we're going to take the left hand out in front and tent the fingers. Take the right ball of the foot back and press through the heel. Make sure that this wrist is directly underneath the shoulder here, okay, on the other side. So left hand's out in front, pressing back to the right. Bring the left arm up and away. If you look down at the mat, you'll get a better sense of balance. And you can stay here, or take that right leg and reach it away. Or again, you can have the hand down and just reach through the leg, or put the foot back down and just reach the arm up. Whatever feels most comfortable to you. And there you go, spinal balance. Bring everything down back into tabletop here. And then just kind of shake out the legs a little bit. Shake them out. And then bring the big toes together. Come to sit back onto the ankles here. And we're just gonna push the hands forward. And as we do, we're gonna come down with the head down, 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 down. And we're gonna come in with what we call child's pose. And breathe here. Now, if the hips don't go all the way back, you may want to take a blanket and put it in between here. The idea is to get the hips all the way back, and when you breathe in and exhale out, on the exhale, just release back a little more towards the ankles. And put the hands back out in front. Bring the head back down to the mat. And breathe. Child's pose is a great pose if you're doing some yoga and it's either strenuous or you can't access it. You just come into child's pose and take a break for a second. It's a really good option and it's still a yoga pose. Okay, a few more breaths in child's pose. Take an inhale. Come all the way back up. Nice. Now we're going to come into what we call an easy pose or Sukhasana. So basically it's just a cross-leg pose. So just take your ankles and cross them over as best you can. You might not be able to get one over the other. They might be more out in front, you know, as so or whatever. Whatever you can access, start there. It doesn't have to be what anybody else is doing. Yoga is not a competition. And we want to take this one step at a time. So you access whatever your body tells you can handle, okay? So we're just going to sit in Sukhasana, easy pose. Sit up nice and straight here. And breathe. All right, great. Now what I want you to do is take the right arm and reach it around behind you and just tent the fingers and make yourself sit up nice and straight, okay? Take the left back of the hand, put it on the right thigh. So you're almost feeling like this little twist here, right, already? But don't twist the body yet. Keep it straight, okay? Take an inhale here. And on the exhale, begin to turn. Don't take the head around yet. Just take the shoulder back a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, turn a little more. Inhale. Exhale, turn a little more. All right, and stay here. Don't go too deep in this twist. Just a little bit helps here. So twists are great for the body because they act like a sponge, like you're wringing out a sponge for the internal organs. It's really great for that. So take an inhale here again. Exhale, release, twist. Nice long spine, nice flat stomach. Take an inhale, come all the way back around again. On the other side, take the left arm, bring it around behind. Take the right hand, place it over the left thigh. Take an inhale here, nice and tall. Exhale, begin to twist a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, begin to twist a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, begin to twist more. And hold that here. And breathe. Take an inhale here. Exhale, come all the way back around. Sit up nice and tall here. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to turn around on the mat here so you can see. And we're going to take and bring the soles of the feet together. Okay, so bring the soles of the feet together best you can. And now you're going to look like a little do rock, rock, rock. Rocking, rocking, rocking. And try to keep a straight spine. What we don't want to do is this. We don't want to round the back and kind of like make that rounded spine look. So we want to sit up. If you're having problems sitting up and keeping a straight spine, then sit something underneath here like a blanket or something. We're going to show you more of that in future videos. But see if you can sit up as best possible right now, okay? Sit here and breathe. This is called Baddha Konasana, or bound ankle pose, cobbler's pose too. Breathe. Now what I want you to do is I want you to kind of start reclining back, inch your way back. You might have to bring your feet a little bit forward on the mat, but just bring yourself all the way back. Keep the soles of the feet together, but keep bringing yourself back. And you're just going to recline back with the soles of the feet together. And now we're in a reclined cobbler's pose, a reclined bound ankle pose, or in the Sanskrit it's Supta Baddha Konasana. It's a mouthful, but it feels really good. It's a restorative pose. Sometimes you put blocks underneath here. Sometimes you can put a blanket on top of you. But for right now, we're just going to do it a very simple way. Don't try to force the thighs down. Just let gravity do that, okay? Palms are flipped up and breathe. And on the exhale, put the legs out in front, all the way out in front. And just let the legs fall out to the side, let the feet fall out to the side. You're just going to climb back here and you're just going to lie here. This is what we do at the end of each of our yoga practices. It's called Shavasana, or corpse pose, obviously. So what we're going to do here, since we've done our yoga, we're going to let the yoga then now transform our bodies and let it sink into our bones and everything. So we're just going to lie here for a few minutes. Just calm the mind, come back to the breath. Notice the inhalation and the exhalation. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now for our purposes, we're going to end the video, but you could stay in Shavasana longer if you wanted to, if you have the time to do that. If you don't have the time to do that, then just do a little bit of what we just did. But when you're done, come back up, sit in the easy pose position, Sukhasana. Just place your arms on your legs, sit nice and tall, and breathe. I like to bring my palms to my chest. This is a heart pose type of thing. I just like to do that to calm the heart, calm the mind, calm the insides. And until next time, I wish you peace. Namaste.